Every time you edit an English video, creating bilingual subtitles is a total nightmare. The commercial tools out there either rip you off with a hefty monthly subscription or force you to upload your videos to the cloud, flushing your privacy down the toilet. Today, we are changing that with a single Python script. We are going to bridge a local audio recognition model with a local large language model, Qwen2.5 7B. You just drop the video in, hands off the keyboard, and it will fully automate the process in the background, spitting out a perfectly timed English SRT and its matching Chinese SRT. 100% local, zero cost, and zero data leakage. Let's look at the final output. Pretty smooth, right? Let me show you how it works under the hood. First off, anyone who has made subtitles before knows that the original Whisper has a fatal flaw. It acts too much like a raw stenographer. It just dumps massive blocks of text on the screen, and the sentence cuts are often completely random. Ignore that patch at the very top for a second. We'll come back to it, and it is the single ugliest thing in this script. That's why in my script, I skipped the stock OpenAI Whisper and went for something much more professional, stablewhisper. The magic happens right here. Right after loading the model, I introduced two crucial lines of code, split by gap 0.3 and split by length max chars. Let me break that down. Split by gap 0.3 means whenever the speaker pauses for more than 0.3 seconds, the script automatically cuts a new line. This completely stops text stacking and keeps the text perfectly synced with the speaker's mouth. On top of that, split by length caps any single line at 42 characters. And notice it is not hard-coded anymore. It reads a constant at the top, and you can override it from the command line with -- max chars. 42 is just my default, not your law. This guarantees the generated English SRT stays incredibly neat and never overflows on mobile screens. This is how you format subtitles like a real video editor. Once the English SRT is generated, how do we translate it? The script triggers the parse SRT function to strip the English text away from the timestamps, and then passes it straight to our local Qwen2.5 7B model running via Ollama. Now, here is a trap nobody warns you about. This is what my first run actually produced. That is supposed to say Claude code. Instead, Qwen transliterated it into Chinese characters, and then leaked two Arabic letters into the middle of the word. I am not making that up. That is a real frame from a real run. Small local models do this to proper nouns constantly, so I stopped asking politely and pinned them down. This dictionary at the top of the script is a glossary. Every product name that must stay in English, and every one that has a settled Chinese name. It gets injected straight into the prompt. Use exactly these renderings, do not transliterate, but prompting alone is not bulletproof. A 7B model will still ignore you sometimes. So every translation that comes back gets a hard second pass. Apply fix-ups runs regex over it, forces any transliterated Claude back into English, strips any stray Arabic or Cyrillic that leaked in, and cleans off the line numbers and quote marks Qwen loves to add. The prompt asks nicely, the regex enforces, and here is that exact same line afterwards. One more thing I added. Every line is translated with its neighbors attached as context. Subtitle blocks are sentence fragments. Without context, the model translates each one like it's a standalone sentence. With context, it knows where it sits. Let's run the entire pipeline live. Remember that patch at the top I told you to ignore? Here's why it's there. Run stablewhisper's timing code on a max MPS backend, and it crashes. The GPU backend has no double precision support. Those few lines catch that one matrix and force it onto the CPU. Everything else stays on the GPU. Which means the script just picks your hardware for you. Pick device checks for MPS, then CUDA, then falls back to CPU. Nothing to edit, nothing to comment out. And if you want to force it, there's a -- device flag. One more thing that actually matters on a long video. My first version of this script would crash the entire run if one single translation call failed. On an hour-long video that's 100+ lines, and you'd lose the transcription and every translation before it. I learned that the hard way. Now a failed line just warns, keeps the English text, and the run finishes. And if you want to retranslate without sitting through the transcription again, -- skip transcribe reuses the English SRT you already have. When you're tuning your glossary, that's the difference between a 10-second loop and a 10-minute one. Now eagle-eyed viewers are going to catch this one, so let me get there first. Look at this line, take the wheel came out as turn the wheel, an actual car wheel. And here's why, because I think it's genuinely interesting. Stable whisper cut, take the wheel across two subtitle blocks. Block 4 got take, and it translated the idiom perfectly. Block 5 got the wheel alone. There is no context in the world that saves that. The meaning already left the building. Feeding the model its neighboring lines fixed almost everything else. It cannot fix an idiom cut in half. The real fix is translating whole sentences and then redistributing them back across the blocks by duration. And I haven't built that yet. If you've got a cleaner way to do this locally, drop a comment down below. Let's optimize this workflow together. The full Python script get_en_en2a.py is completely open source and linked down in the description below. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next one. See you. Bye-bye.